The college football playoff continues as we take on Kansas State in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl to try to get to the national semifinals. But this Kansas State team is led by senior quarterback Avery Johnson, one of the best in college football. Similar stats to Arch Manning, who won the Heisman. This guy is definitely going to be, I believe, a top 5 quarterback taking the season he is having. Yeah, that 94 overall is right there as one of the best in the country. So he is absolutely fantastic, obviously leading Kansas State to get one of those buys. And then you got Dylan Edwards. This running back is no joke, 92 overall as well. Now, season-wise, you can see only 700 yards and 7 touchdowns. But that overall, it's going to play a lot better in game. There is no doubt about that. So you have 2 absolute weapons in the offensive side of the ball. We'll see if we can stop them. We're just going to have to hope maybe our offense can also keep up with them. This is going to be a big one. Can we continue on? Can we beat Kansas State, get into the semifinal game, and be a couple games away from a possible national championship game? So we'll head down here to Atlanta, and obviously a stadium we were just in not that long ago in the SEC championship game. It didn't really work out for us. So hopefully, we can reverse that a little bit, get a victory here in the Mercedes Dome, and head to the semifinal. We take on Kansas State, so let's get this one going. They're going to receive the ball first. We'll kick this one off. Now let's get this one underway. Here we go. Kick is going to be about 3 yards deep in the end zone, and they will actually return it. Interesting decision as he'll be short of the 20-yard line. And here we go. Here comes Avery Johnson and this Kansas State offense. See, they pass more often, average a lot of yards. Here we go. 1st and 10. Johnson's going to hand off to Edwards, trying to get around the edge, and Edwards is going to be stopped. Flag on the play as well. Looks like that's going to help us out. It's actually going to be a legal block in the back. So that'll knock him back. I guess we'll take that penalty, yeah. So now it's 2nd and 14. We're going to play action here. Back to throw, pressure coming, and down goes Johnson. Bryce Ramsey comes out of the safety position for the sack. And a 3rd and 23. Keep everything in front of you here. Nothing over the top. And they're just going to run it up the middle. Simmons is there for the stop. And a fantastic first drive for our defense. As you can see, Ty Marr is in the game. He is the starting quarterback for today. As we're going to hand off to Braylon Russell. We're possibly going with Malachi Singleton. Remember, he left the game last time, injury limping off, just wasn't ready to go. And Marr, the freshman quarterback, is going to try to lead us here as he's going to take off and he's going to pick up a 1st down. Now, obviously, maybe not the same passer as maybe Max Drew, but maybe a better runner. And he might use those instincts here today. Marr to the outside. That's going to be caught by Jordan Anthony. That'll pick up decent yardage and make this a 3rd down and 2. And we can utilize this kind of read option if we want to do it here. We'll hand this off to Russell up the middle. He can't get anything at all. I think they want us to go for it. It's exactly what we're going to do. Could set up a run here. There is no linebackers back. Now they drop a guy back. This should be easy enough, I would think, if we get the blocks. As Russell's got it easily. He's up the middle and he's got a 1st down to the 5-yard line. They'll say the 6. And now 1st and goal. We'll hand this off to Rodney Hill. Cuts it up. And Hill is in for the first touchdown of the ball game. And gives us the early lead here, 7-0. That whole drive was set up by the defense. Knocking them back, getting the sack, and then the short punt gives us great field position. And we answer. Touchdown, 7-0 lead. Great start. It's going to end around, but that's not going to work out at all. Defense all over. Jace Brown not getting too much there. 3rd down and 6. They're going to spread everybody out here, but did we jump? Did Fulkerch jump there? He did. It's not a first, but it's going to make it a 3rd and 1. And obviously now that's going to bring into the run game. So 3rd and 1. Johnson to throw, and he's going to find his tight end. Perfect throw on the money. 1st down, Kansas State. Now they still might have picked it up on 3rd down and 6. But still, man, we're jumping there again. Not being called. It's going to be called only for about 3 yards. And a 3rd down and 5. Really, I think this Kansas State team is going to be comfortable in these passing situations. When you got a quarterback like this and he's making those throws to the tight end, who's having a great day. I can't even pronounce that last name. But they might be comfortable. They really might be. As they're going to hand the ball off. A big-time block in there. Easy 1st down run. as Kansas State is on the move. Now, we might have to kind of like bend but don't break defense here today. As this one underneath, man, he is just going to the tight ends here all day. Another catch, another first down, this time to a different tight end. That's Garrett Oakley with the reception. But yeah, they're going to probably get down here a lot of times. If we can hold them to 3, those are the wins. As Johnson's going to keep it himself, doesn't even try to slide down, gets this to a 3rd down and 2. So we'll have to watch that. I didn't expect that really at all. So 3rd and 2, Johnson looking in the pocket, plenty of time outside, caught by the receiver for the touchdown. Did he get his feet in bounds? Andre Davis with the catch and the TD. I couldn't tell if his feet were up a little bit. I might challenge this. This could be, I think we're going to challenge. I got to see this again. Man, that's close because he's in the air. Does his foot stay down once? We're going to challenge it. It might not be enough to overturn. Because that foot is up. He's out of bounds there. And the call is going to stand. So, call stands on the field, but as you can see, that is really close. Maybe these 2 feet are still in bounds. I'm not sure. But touchdown, Kansas State. We're tied up at 7 apiece. As Marr rolling out, just going to take this himself. He doesn't slide down, and he powers through for a first down. See how this offensive line holds up today. 2nd and 1. Russell, great job. Nice blocking down the field, and there you go. Now you have to kind of be honestly, the defensive end's got to really make sure they have to watch out for Marr the way we've been running here early on. That can open it up for Russell as we'll pitch that one out. It is a pass, obviously, to Jordan Anthony there, close to the first. So 3rd down and 3. Here comes a blitz, but we pass it right at the blitzing side. Perfect job as the quarterback, finding the tight end, first down, move the chains. We're going to set up a screen. That did not work out. Running into his own blockers. Had some room to run, but it messed up everything. Loss of 5, and now a 3rd and 15. As this time it's just a 3-man rush. We got plenty of time to throw. Marr looking around trying to find, has a receiver down the field, but he overthrows him. It's going to be picked off. And then we missed the tackle. Somebody finally bring him down. There he finally goes. Donovan McIntosh with the interception, but that should have been an easy completion. I don't know what happened here. He's just standing there, and I can't tell. It's just one of those things, animation-wise. Instead of, throwing to him, it for some reason leads him up the field. I have no idea why. It should have just been thrown to him, and then obviously Haas doesn't even try for it. It's just a disaster play. That should have been an easy catch. Maybe breaks the tackle, scores for the touchdown there. But now Kansas State's in business, as that is a perfect square in, maybe 15, 20-yard route for the first down, and Kansas State in business. 5 minutes left in this first half. What a throw! On the money. Touchdown, Garrett Oakley. That was just a perfect route. Instantaneous read by Avery Johnson. And Kansas State takes the lead 14-7. You can't turn the ball over and give this offense extra possessions. You just cannot do that. And we do it. Kansas State takes advantage. So 2nd and 10. Marr's going to take off. Room in front, has some blockers, and he has got a first down. Now, obviously, we'll have to see. Do we go back to Max True if we're not moving the ball, or Marr just makes mistakes as a freshman? I'm not sure. But right now, even if we're not finding anybody open, he's utilizing the legs, taking off, getting first downs. You just got to make those throws. Hand off to Russell. Russell with the carry and a first down. He's running the ball well, 10 for 59. So right now the running game is very, very good. We'll look underneath, trying to go underneath to Russell. The pass is going to fall incomplete. But this is where you got to complete these passes, these big third downs. Has a man, and he misses him. Misses Lucas. That was a first down throw. But we are going to go for it here. Kind of in that in-between. Here comes the blitz. It's picked up. Moore takes it himself, and he's got the first down. And Moore down to around the 11-yard line will move the chains. That's what he can do, obviously. If you got to do it, go ahead. But still, we got to hit some passes. Hand off to Russell on 1st and 10. Breaking off some tackles, picks up 4. We can somehow still pick up a first here, right about the 1.5-yard line. And a 3rd and 2. Russell, broken tackle, but he is going to end up with a loss. So you know what? Let's just let this run down a little bit. We'll call the timeout. Bring out McPherson here to give us 3 points before the half. Kick is up, and it is good. So 14-10 is going to be your halftime score. And really, both offenses pretty productive, obviously. Possessions have been limited, obviously, with us running the ball more often than not. So right now, not too bad. Let's just not turn the ball over. As you can see, we only have 14 pass yards that have 146 rush yards. So if we continue to run the ball well, that's fine. We're just going to have to get a defensive stop and obviously hit some key passes to really help out this run game even more. As Hill with the carry, and this is the problem. The way we are passing this ball, you get a holding call like this. That is not a position we want to be in. So now instead of maybe a 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, it's a 1st and 18. So play action. Marr looking down the field, trying to find something. He's going to be in trouble. Nobody really open down the field, and that's going to be a sack. A 2nd and 31. Be careful here. You do not want to take a safety. He's trying to get out of the end zone, and he's going to be sacked for the safety. And Kansas State's defense comes up big to start off this second half. 2 points. Extends this lead. To me, there's nobody open down the field. And the 4-man rush gets there in time. Martin just no chance to get out of there. Well, 16-10, could be even more. This one's caught. Could somebody finally bring him down at the 10? And we will. Big time pass to Quentin Rice. Kansas State trying to extend this lead even further. They'll hand the ball off, but going absolutely nowhere. Quincy Rhodes with the stop. We got to hold him to 3 here. Johnson to throw. In trouble, he's going to be brought down. Henderson for the sack. And a great job by the defense. Hold him to a field goal attempt. Obviously, college kickers, not always at the guaranteed, especially on the hash. About 32, 33-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good. So, Kansas State does extend this to a 2-score lead. It is 19-10. This offense has got to get something rolling here other than the run game. But Braylon Russell continues to plow forward, picks up 8. Yeah, those penalties. Cannot have penalties. Cannot have them at all. The way we were going today, it's just so crazy how this pass offense has kind of fallen off. Even with Max Drew, it just hasn't been the same the last maybe 4 to 5 games. It's just been rough. I don't know what happened. I'm not quite sure. But, I mean, Mark can throw. He definitely can. Just, can receivers get open? There's nobody open there. In that play right there, if you want to stop it, look at it, there's nobody open. And then our offensive line just can't hold up. So a 3rd and 15. Marr back to throw. He is looking, and over the middle, had it open, man. It gets deflected, and it's incomplete, and we're going to have to punt the ball. Yeah. I mean, even if we're trying to find somebody, I guess we're going to have to force in one-on-one throws maybe, but do we have a receiver that can do that? I'm not quite sure, but we're about to get a safety of our own. Unbelievable. Brad Spence comes around the edge, sacks Avery Johnson in the end zone. I guess he did not get the ball out. I have to take a look at this again. He did not. Ball was in his right hand, obviously, he's a right-handed quarterback. And we get a safety of our own. How many games have you seen where there's been 2 safeties by each team? Crazy. It's back to a 7-point game. That is absolutely huge. As Marr takes off, gets the first down with his legs. 1st and 10 now. Looking over the middle. That one is caught. Nice move by Satania with the grab. 1st down. He's trying to make sure this isn't his last game of his college career. And we're moving it. And that safety really just changed up everything. Russell down to around the 4. Momentum switched here. Going in to try to tie this ball game up. Hand off to Russell. Russell powers through for the touchdown. Extra point away from tying this ball game up. Momentum is a real thing when it comes to football. It really is. It can change in just like that, a snap. Whether it be a penalty, a big time interception, or a safety like that. It just works out, and now our defense is all pumped. Coming through with Samia for the sack. All right, doing the robot down there. We'll absolutely take that. But a big-time sack knocks him back to a 2nd and 21, and now a 3rd and 18. Nearing the end of this third quarter. Here comes over the middle. The pressure forces the throw incomplete. And you know what? I think that was Avery Johnson's first incompletion of the entire day. It took him a whole, almost 3 quarters for an incomplete pass. Is absolutely insane. But we'll head to the fourth quarter. Tied up at 19 apiece. We're in store for a very good fourth quarter. Look at the rushing yards comparison. 201 to -10. Crazy. We're going to try to add to the rushing yards here. We will. Rodney Hill's got some room. Brought down, but a big-time first down run. Limited carries. Pretty good. 3 for 26. Anthony in motion. We're going to swing it out to him. There is a flag. That was terrible blocking on the outside there by Clarence Wilkins, but doesn't even matter. It's going to be a holding call regardless. So that'll knock us back 10 and now make it a 2nd and 15, depending if they want to. Well, look at 3rd and 15. Marr back to throw. Going up top and incomplete, looking for Wilkins. There's those one-on-one chances we had to try because guys just aren't getting open. And a 37-yard field goal is up. It is good by McPherson, and we take the lead 22-19 here in the fourth quarter. What does Avery Johnson and this Kansas State Wildcats offense have? Well, they're going to go to their big-time back in Dylan Edwards, and he picks up a first down. Only 10 carries today, 29 yards. Hasn't been that productive, but he can go off at any time. So set up a screen. A missed tackle! That is no good! Jace Brown off to the races. And he's going to be gone for a 6 for a touchdown. And Kansas State takes the lead. Just a middle screen that kind of was broken down. So Brown adjusts, cuts it back. Total missed tackle there on the outside. And he just takes it to the house for 6. Wow. Kansas State retakes it here 26-22. I told you, we're in store for a wild fourth quarter here as Satania breaking some tackles. He's got a first down. This is about to be a wild fourth quarter where it ends up being like 45-44, something like that. That's the way it's looking right now. But a fumble! It's recovered by Kansas State! That is no good! What just happened? Oh, man, I got to see this replay. I'm guessing it was empty hand. We were trying to throw the ball. He didn't even go down. And, yeah, he did go down. But empty hand, ball is loose, Kansas State. Oh, geez, we got to hold him here. And that's over the middle. That's going to be caught. This will bring up a 3rd down and 3. We have to get a stop. Not only that, if they get a couple of first downs, they're going to run a lot of clock off here. And we jump. Fulkerts again. This time it gives them a first down. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. 5 minutes left in this ball game. Quick throw by Johnson. I mean, an absolute really quick throw in the RPO. Man, he threw that right away. 1st and goal now from the 9. Johnson back to throw. Over the middle, that is caught. He has been hitting those tight ends all day. And now gets him down to the 2. Edwards in the backfield. They hand off to Edwards, and he powers through for the Kansas State touchdown. And we are in some serious trouble now. 4:02 left. This is going to be a 10-point game. We 11-point game, so we need a quick score here. Outside, Anthony with the grab, and now we have to throw the ball. We have to throw. He's only 10 of 19 for 79 yards. Let's see what he's got throwing the ball. Luke Haas with the catch, picks up 5. We got to hurry this one up. We need more chunk plays, that is for sure. I'd love to score before the 2-minute timeout. That would be your absolute ideal. As Mar looking, he runs into trouble. Sack. And now a 4th and 11, and we have to go for it. We got to go for this one here. Mar back to throw. Looking, had him just sort of throwing it earlier. Had him open. Doesn't matter if it's completed. It's well short. And now Kansas State just trying to run this clock. They hand off to Edwards. What a spin move by Edwards. And he is gone for the touchdown. And our season might be about to come to an end here today. 40-22, down 18 with 2:50. We're going to need an absolute miracle here. As we'll go underneath there to Wilkins, who has the catch and a first down. Man. Well, we did have a crazy fourth quarter. It just had us falling apart. Mar fires this one quickly. That one is caught. Cross Johnson there with the catch. Continue to hurry this one up here. Obviously, we've hit the 2-minute timeout. We still have all 3 of ours, but we're going to need, obviously, multiple onside kicks. As this one is going to fall incomplete, and that is going to be a holding call, so that's fantastic. Knock us back another 10. 3rd and 12. Back to throws Marf, and that's going to fall incomplete. So it'll come down to this. 4th down and 12. Just a 4-man rush. Outside. Caught. Yeah, that's enough for a first. Wow. It's a really good spot. 1:30 and running here. Mar looking. Fires underneath. Caught by Luke Haas. Temporarily, obviously, stops the clock. Hurry this one up. No need to spike. Just continue to run a play here. Mar to throw, fires quickly, and caught by Clarence Wilkins for the touchdown. So we get at least 1 back, but now we're going to need a onside kick recovery at least twice here. So here is this attempt. And even if they don't get this, even if they get this, it's not technically... Oh, the ball's loose. Pick that up. Oh, man. 2 steps away from recovering that one. So it'll come down to this. 3rd and 6. We only have 1 timeout left. If they get this first, it is ball game. Edwards will be stopped. We'll call our last timeout. So Kansas State will have to punt. But we really need a real quick score. And if you got to kick a field goal to at least 1 more onside kick, we got to do it. Mar fires this one down the field. It is caught by Satania. He's got room in front, and he is going to score. Well, this is insane because it's going to come down to this onside kick. I would have never thought this, but the touchdown with 49 seconds left. This is it. The season is going to come down to an onside kick. We're going to go for 2 first to try to put it within 3. Russell, got it. 2-point is good. Here we go. Can we have an absolute miracle? Can we recover an onside kick? And the kick is recovered. Trying to strip it, something. No, and he's down. And Kansas State's going to win it. Avery Johnson just kneels it down. And our season is over. Man, don't like playing in this Mercedes-Benz stadium, that's for sure. Well, we lost twice this year, both in this stadium. It's great. That's fantastic. Avery Johnson, 278, 3 touchdowns, a 94. He missed 1 pass. 18 and 19. You're not going to lose many games when you throw the ball like that. You're not. Mar, couple of touchdowns. He looked better throwing there at the end, but obviously we're probably playing against more zone, laid-back defenses. And you can't turn the ball over. Not at all. Couple turnovers cost us. And that's it. I mean, the pressure was there all game. We knew it this season. The tackles were going to be the problem. We had young tackles, and it came back to bite us. So our season is over. That is it. Just a few weeks ago, we're unbeaten. Everything's looking good. About to be the 1 seed. We lose to Texas, and then here we are. Season's over in the quarterfinals. So you got Oregon, Texas A&M beats Stanford. Oregon beats Texas, so Texas is done. Texas A&M, the last unbeaten team. You got Ohio State and Kansas State. So as we sim forward here, you can see, I think you just saw a result right there. So Ohio State beats Kansas State, and Texas A&M beats Oregon 33-30. And you have the unbeaten Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes for the national championship. I believe Ohio State won in year number 1. So they're going for a title. They're trying to up Michigan again. And it doesn't happen. Texas A&M wins the national championship, and they go undefeated 16-0. Well, with this playoff, I guess you could say the greatest season ever in college football. You could say that. Most wins ever, right? There you go. So with that, the season is over. Let's take a look at the final stats to finish this off. Drew with 21 touchdowns, 11 picks. His production just kind of dropped off. Same thing with Singleton. Russell, a great season. 25 rushing touchdowns. I don't know, that record's going to be a little tough to beat. Nearly 1,200 yards. Great season. He should be back, obviously, next year, I think. Anthony, Haas, Satania, they will not be back. So the receiving core next year is going to be interesting. We have guys, obviously, we redshirted. I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's going to be an interesting thing. And what do we do with quarterback next year? I don't know. You know, I believe all of them will return. We have, I believe, a freshman quarterback coming in. I just don't know offensively how we're going to look next year. Maybe it's going to be more of a running attack. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. Quarterback's still going to be an issue. We'll see progress, you know, with rating-wise. But can you trust Max Drew? Can you trust Malachi Singleton? Ty Marr was just a true freshman, so maybe we just roll with him. I don't know. We'll have a freshman quarterback coming in. We know we'll have Braylon Russell. So we got that run game. Offensive line should improve. But receivers, that's what I mean. We're losing our top 3 receivers. They're gone. So I'm not sure. Maybe we are more of a running team. Hope our defense looks really good. And we just play defense, we run the ball, which can lead you to national championships. Don't get me wrong. But we'll see how it turns out. This could have been the year. It's just not. And we'll head on to season number 4. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. And we will see you next time as we get this off season going and try to get back to the national championship next year. That's going to do it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.